Hi there, I'm Mike Gales for Fight Your Way Fit. Video, we're going to do a boxing workout using a protective punching vest, and you'll see a lot of top trainers using this apparatus. Yet this video will be for beginners, so that if you're new to boxing training, you can have another great workout to add to your repertoire to keep your training effective yet fun and interesting. Once again, I'm back at the Grant Brothers Gym in Montreal, Canada, and I always say it, but these guys are great, and I'll leave a link to their website in the description below. So today we're going to do a simple yet fun and effective workout using the protective vest. In the near future, I'll post another video using both the combination of the vest and the focus mitts, along with some footwork. But for this beginner's video, we're going to keep it simple and use only the vest and remain stationary, as I find a lot of people buy this equipment, yet they make it so complicated that they never end up even using it. And today I'm lucky enough to have enlisted the help of Coach Edwin, and he's going to put me through the paces. And he's a coach for both amateur and professional boxers, as well as some mixed martial artists. And before we hit anything, I always say it, but safety first. I'm going to properly wrap my hands. And if you're unsure how to do that, well, there's a link in the description below. And you definitely should be using some gloves for this routine. And I'll be using these boxing training gloves, and those are the ones with the Velcro, so I can put them on and remove them all by myself. For this routine, I recommend that you add this to an existing routine. So perhaps instead of doing the double-ended bag or the heavy bag, you can incorporate this into that workout just to keep things interesting. Yet you could absolutely do this all by itself and have an awesome workout. But I prefer to simply throw it into the mix with some other stuff, like shadow boxing or jump rope, etc. Yet whatever you decide to do, please always make sure that you're thoroughly warmed up before you decide to punch anything. As you may have noticed, for all of my beginner routines, I like to use a certain number of repetitions instead of going for time. So we're going to throw a certain number of punches to complete that particular round. That way, if you're a beginner, you know that you're always going to have a consistently good workout because the numbers are going to remain the same, and you're also not going to feel pressured by the clock. So let's get started with round one. And that's going to be the lead hook to the body for 100 repetitions. So during this round, I'm going to throw 100 consecutive lead hooks to the body. Now, if you don't have one of these vests, you could pick one up online for under $100, and they're a great investment. And it's something that you and your partner can probably do in your living room if you had to. Again, it's simple, but it's oh so super effective way of getting into great shape. So it's definitely well worth that investment. And what is great with this vest is that you don't have to overcomplicate this. Edwin is an extremely knowledgeable coach, yet here all he's doing is standing in place and keeping his hands out of the way as he lets me put in some real work. He's just wearing the vest and standing there. Now obviously he's done this before, and again I'm going to bug him to do an advanced routine with the focus mitts. And that's going to incorporate a few different things, but for now this is great if you want to just try it out. Okay, here I'm not reaching too far in with the shots, meaning that I'm not even going all the way in to hit that little red target, which would be a debilitating liver shot. This is a beginner's video and I don't want to overcomplicate it with footwork. I'm just keeping the same distance from Edwin and throwing my shot, one after another. And so you do the same, keep throwing and don't forget to breathe with every shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way up until 100. And what I am trying to do as I throw my shots is I'm trying to keep my lead shoulder up as much as comfortably possible. And I'm trying to keep my rear hand up as much as comfortably possible. Round 2, and that's going to be the rear hook for 100 repetitions. Don't forget to breathe with each and every shot. And again, I'm not reaching too far forward. It may only look like that on the target because Coach Edwin is standing in an orthodox stance with his left leg out front. So right now the target's closer. My whole point is that I'm not stepping in for the shot and I'm not overreaching. I am using my legs, hips, and core to generate most of the power for my hook. So it's not really my arm that's developing the power for my hook. I'm trying to make decent contact, yet I'm not punching with all of my might. Now of course Coach Edwin can take it, especially since he's wearing the protective vest, because with those you don't feel all that much. That's not why. But I've got 100 shots to throw here, and I'm just trying to make sure that I pace myself to last the entire round. So I'm going to throw it hard, but not super hard. Round 3. This round will combine the last 2 rounds together. So that's going to be 100 shots, but now we're going to break that into 50 combinations of a lead hook followed by a rear hook to the body. Again, we're not moving. Coach Edwin is keeping the vest stable and he's staying in one spot. We're just getting used to letting our hands go to the body and we're building up some endurance. A thing that you will notice here is where I'm choosing to throw and land those 2 punches. I'm not standing directly at the center in front of Edwin. In fact, I'm off to my left to throw a liver shot with the lead hook, and then a rear hook to the solar plexus. Why? Well, that's probably how I'm going to end up throwing it in real life. It's also a little easier than standing in the center and trying to reach to both sides, to those little red targets that represent your opponent's ribs. So what I'm doing is easier, but it's completely up to you. You could stand in the center and really loop your punches to the body. But whatever you do, keep breathing and keep punching. Round 4. Now I'm going to reverse what I just did in the last round and throw the rear hook followed by the lead hook for 50 repetitions. So again, that's 100 shots. Notice that I throw my shots and then I reset by bringing my hands back up. And that's a good habit to do because it's going to keep you looking pretty if someone is punching back at you. And it's also going to give you a better workup by continually having to keep those hands up high and the shoulders up high. You're probably going to find that by now it's starting to get really tough, but just hang in there and keep breathing and keep punching. Of course, if you feel exhausted or faint, then take a moment to regroup and then continue when you can. That's the beauty of throwing for a certain number of shots per round rather than time. You're in control of the pace, so slow it down if you need to and rest for a moment if you must. And as soon as you feel that you can, just continue on to make the target number of repetitions for that round. Again here, instead of being at Edwin's center, I'm off to my right, where I deliver my rear hand to the ribs, and then it's my lead hand this time to the center of his solar plexus. Because again, that's probably how I'm going to do it in real life, and for the other reasons that I already mentioned. Also, remember to try and use that rotation of your legs, hips, and core, rather than just punching with your arms, as not only will you punch with more power, you're also not going to get as tired, as those larger muscles take much longer to exhaust and fatigue. Round 5, and this is going to be a sprint to really exhaust you and to build up some muscular endurance. This is going to be non-stop punching until you reach 200 consecutive shots. Again, if at any point you feel that you need a rest, then do so and continue as soon as you're able. Here I'm staying in close and aiming both of my shots towards the center of his body, because again it's a little easier and quicker than reaching around for those targets at the ribs. Now you could, if you like, increase the intensity level and open up a little wider to reach below those elbows and hit the targets on either side. But again, this is a beginner's routine, and I suggest that you keep it simple and keep your punches short. If you actually try this out, then you're going to find that, yeah, it's a beginner's routine, but it's a tough one, and it really does get your heart pounding, and you're going to be burning fat like a blazing inferno, but you're going to be having fun the whole time that you do it. Soon I will bug Coach Edwin for an advanced vest and mitt routine that's going to really up your technique and your calorie destroying capabilities. And I'll also be bugging him along with some other pro coaches to do more videos for you guys with great pro tips and tricks to help you up your boxing game and your fat burning game at the same time. Till then, this has been Mike Gales for Fight Your Way Fit, and if you like these videos, then please click below to like or subscribe, as we're constantly posting up great tips and new ideas, and they are all meant to get you into the absolute greatest shape possible.